Hi everyone, welcome to Lola's Frugal Life. This is episode number 92. This is my weekly zone cleaning episode. This week we're in zone 1, so please stick around for a few quick words from our sponsor and we'll get right into the episode. Okay everyone, it's time to think about our weekly zone cleaning again and see what we're going to be working on this week. So, if you haven't listened before, in each of the zone cleaning episodes, I just share with you what zones we're working on this week and what tasks I have on my zone cleaning list. So if you're not familiar with zone cleaning, it's part of the Fly Lady method of cleaning. She has a whole detailed method. There's lots of different parts to it. This is only just one aspect of it. And this is kind of the part where you're focused on your deep cleaning tasks, like your things that you don't do like daily or weekly. These are more just like, the deep cleaning tasks that you do occasionally throughout your home. So basically what you do is that your house is divided into 5 zones, and each week we work on a different zone. And then over the course of the month, you'll have gotten some deep cleaning done in all the areas of your home. So you don't have to worry about like when you're going to get to stuff. And I think I've told this story before, but the reason I really loved this method is because for a while I had a cleaning woman who came every 2 weeks, and as my son was starting college and things like that, I really needed to cut back, and I was just like, I really don't need to be paying for a cleaning lady as much as I loved it, and we had her for like ever, so it was really difficult to tell her we weren't going to use her anymore. But I really had to develop a way to figure out how to get the cleaning done in my house, like this deep cleaning stuff, because I felt so overwhelmed by it. And when I found this, I was like, this is so great because I just have a list, I have an area I'm working in, and I can just pick from these things and do it. So that's why I really love this, and that's why I share this every week, to hopefully maybe help some others out in, if you're not sure, maybe some things to be working on, or just to kind of guide you in maybe a list if you haven't developed a list yet. Or even if you don't want to develop a list, you can just listen and do whatever some things you might hear that you might want to work on this week. But that's why I liked it, because it was so not overwhelming. It's like you have a list, you have an area, and you just do some things in that area, and you don't have to stress out about the rest of your home. You'll get to those when you get to those zones. So anyways, I use the Fly Lady app. I have all the items that I need to work on in the individual zones. It's a free app. You can customize, like to put in the specific tasks that you need to do, or there's plenty of free printables, or you can just listen to a show like this and just kind of work on the things that we talk about in the episode. So as I said, we are in zone 1 this week. So zone 1 officially from the Fly Lady website is the entrance to your home, the front porch, and the dining room. For me, zone 1 is the living room and front porch. Front porch is part of her zone 1, but I don't really have like an entrance area. My entrance is right into my living room, and I don't have a dining room. So I do living room and front porch for zone 1. So I will go through the list of things that I have on my zone 1 cleaning list, and hopefully these are helpful to you. So in the living room, the things I will be working on is dusting the windowsills, cleaning the switch plate, and the walls. Now, I think the app came with those together. I think that's kind of odd. I definitely want to break those up. I've been tweaking these each week as we do this, trying to split things apart that can be split, because I feel like the smaller tasks you can have on your list, it makes it easier to get more things done, because cleaning the switch plate would take like about a minute, not even. But wiping down all the walls is a whole nother issue. So to me, I'd rather have those separate. That way, if I just happen to have one more minute, I could just wipe down the switch plate real quick. But I have more time. If I happen to have more time available, then I might do the walls. So I suggest breaking your things down into smaller pieces to allow yourself to feel more comfortable of picking something that in lesser chunks of time. Okay, so then I also have straighten the coat closet. I have games up there that I really need to get to. I've been saying that probably every time I've done Zone 1 episode. It's just a task that I haven't gotten to yet. My kids did mention they want a new board game, so I told them that we're going to pull those games down and go through and see what they want to keep, so that we can have space to to get a new game because it's kind of started to get kind of crazy in there. So anyway, that's straight in the coat closet. There's really not much else that has to be done in there except for kind of go through those games. Another thing for the living room is clean carpet. We have hardwood floors, but we have like a throw rug in the middle of the living room. And I have one of those like Bissell little green clean machines. So I will occasionally bring that up when I'm doing this zone. And like kind of just get on my hands and knees and go along the throw rug with that Bissell, whatever, I forget what it's called. I think I just called it the right name, but I can't remember now. Little green clean machine or something like that. It's like a carpet cleaning like little thing that you go around by hand. It actually does a really good job. So that's on my list. Sweep under chairs and couch, just to kind of pull out the furniture and get like whatever stuff that isn't picked up by normal vacuuming and sweeping, just kind of like getting behind them, getting fully under them, all that kind of stuff. Wash the throw pillows. Wash the throw blankets. I've said this before, but with the throw blankets, I just basically grab whatever is out and in use, and that's what I just throw in the wash. I don't necessarily like go through all of our blankets and wash whatever we have and worry about what's been washed recently, what hasn't been. I just look to see what's laying around, because usually people have left out blankets either, thrown on the couch or whatever, and I'll just kind of grab them and throw them in the wash. So that's that. Wipe down the front door, just kind of like, like with like a rag and maybe, depending on what material your door is made of, just like a rag and maybe like some mild cleaning solution, just kind of wipe it down in case anything, you never know what something splashed or who knows. So just wiping down the front door, dusting all of the furniture. Our furniture gets so extremely dusty. It's crazy. I don't know if it's like where we live or our house or whatever. I don't know if it's because of the trees or what it is, but our furniture gets so dusty so fast. So I can definitely tell if I haven't been doing that enough. I really should have that on like my weekly chores, not just in my zone cleaning. But honestly, I usually don't get to it except for in my zone cleaning. So that's for the furniture. Dusting the baseboards. I usually just kind of take like a microfiber cloth and just kind of go along. Again, I guess depending on if you have like painted or I don't know. I don't know if it really matters, but I don't know if you might want to use a certain kind of cleaner or whatever, but I just use like a microfiber cloth and water and just kind of dust them off. And then we have like a vent in the hallway for like the heating and cooling system, so that like accumulates dust and stuff. So I have that on my list to clean that off also. Sometimes I'll just take like the vacuum and just kind of go along it and just like suck off any dust. And then Windex our front storm door. So that is for the living room. And then for the front porch, I have pull some weeds. I know that's not technically like the front porch, but there's like flower beds in the front, right along the front porch. So I just have on there, like if I'm out there doing the front porch, I could pull some weeds. I could trim the bushes if I see maybe something looks kind of weird sticking out. I might maybe just trim it real quick. Look for any cobwebs that might be like up, at the top by like the like where the roof sticks out, I guess. I don't know what you call that, but just kind of up above the door, just make sure that there's no like cobwebs or anything, or like sometimes bugs, like we have siding and like sometimes bugs will like, I don't know, make like little nest type things like on the siding, and I'll just kind of look and just make sure that there isn't that, and if there is, I'll just kind of wipe them down. Sweep the porch, clean the light fixture. We have a kind that like bugs are kind of go into, and then sometimes they'll like die. It's really gross. So I just have to kind of make sure that that's kind of wiped out and clean, and if there's any dead bugs or whatever, I remove it. And then spot clean the siding. I don't go around the whole house. It's more just like immediately by that front door. Like if a bug like flew into the siding and splattered or something like that, just to kind of wipe it down just to make it nice, like around the front porch. So that's what I have on my Zone 1 cleaning list. Before I get into what the Fly Lady website has, because another thing I like to do is then look at the Fly Lady website and see if there's anything on her list that I don't have, just in case maybe there might be some things that don't apply to me that might apply to you that you might want to work on. But I do want to clarify, which I didn't say before, is the whole idea of this is to just manage your cleaning and make it less stressful on you. So the idea is not to get all of these tasks done in every time they come around, every time you're in that zone. What I try and do is get as many as I can done. And then whatever I can't get done, I'll work on the next time. And then if I still don't get things done, I'll work on those the next time. So I basically just keep working through the list until I've accomplished everything, and then I restart it from scratch. So like, say if there's 10 things on the list, if I get 3 done this time, and then I get three done the next time that zone comes around, then I'll do the remaining, 3, 6, the remaining 4 in the third week, or whatever. It could be 4 times that it comes around. You do as much as you can, and don't feel like if you can't complete the whole list that shouldn't do anything. Just do what you can, and then move on. Next time you can do more. Also, Fly Lady recommends doing this zone cleaning 15 minutes a day. But like I've mentioned before, I don't do that just because it doesn't work in my current schedule. So I do my zone cleaning on the weekend, and I try and do a half hour. If I can do more, I do more. So I'm definitely not finishing these lists. I mean, there's just no way I'm finishing these lists, but I do what I can get done. And then if I do have time during the week, I might do like 1 or 2 things, but it's just all about having a plan and knowing that you will get to these things. If you don't get to it this time, you'll get to it next time you're in the zone. So just make sure you don't stress out about it. These are not like the dishes and laundry and things like that, where if you get behind on them, it's like gets kind of crazy. These are just deep cleaning tasks, and if you're super busy a certain week or you have too much going on, it's not the end of the world if you get to it next time. So just get what you can get done, and then be happy that you got that done, and don't worry about trying to accomplish these really long lists of things to do. All right, so let's see. So on the Fly Lady website, so she has, for the entrance, she pretty much has everything that I had. The only difference that she has is to put plants in the shower and give them a good rinse. I think that's just to kind of maybe, I don't know what that means. Is that like for fake plants or like real plants? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just to kind of, maybe to get the dust off them. I guess maybe house plants could get dust on them, and you just want to like rinse them off in the bathtub, and maybe so that none of the soil like gets out in the house. Honestly, I really don't know what that one means. The dining room, I will share this with you because I don't have dining room, like I said. So for the dining room, she has clean cobwebs, dust windowsills, clean the windows, clean doors to china cabinet after you straighten the dishes if that needs to be done. Clean and straighten any drawers, clean off the top of the dining room table and polish it. Again, the plants, she says about rinsing the plants in the shower. Dust the bottoms of the chairs, dust the baseboards, which I did have on my living room list. Move furniture and vacuum, I had that on the living room as well. That's that. And then let's see, the front porch, she had throw away any dead plants. I don't have any plants like in containers on my porch that would need to be thrown out, so I don't have that on my list, but maybe that might apply to you. She has refill bird feeders. I don't have any out there, but maybe you might need to do that. And then she also has wipe off table and banisters and light fixture. I had the light fixture. I don't have any a table in the front porch. And then get rid of any unwanted items. I guess if maybe you left something on the front porch that needs to be put away or relocated or whatever, you could do that while you're out there. So that is it for Zone 1. I hope you get a lot of things done, but I hope you don't stress over trying to get them all done. Just always remember that it's better to do a little bit of something than to look at a giant list and say, I don't have time for this, and just not do it at all. So that's why I love this system. I really hope it can be helpful to you in managing your housework, and just use it as a tool to help you get stuff done and know that you will eventually get to all of it over the course of time, and you don't have to kind of worry about where to begin or where to start. You can just start in whatever zone you're in and then get some stuff done and then just keep moving along, and you'll move throughout your whole house all over the course of the year many times. You'll hit each zone many times over the course of the year. So just get what you can get done, and then the rest will get done next time. So that's it for today. If you'd like to reach me with any suggestions, I would really appreciate it. You can message me on Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/Lola'sFrugalLife, you can send me a message through Facebook Messenger. You could also like the page there. If you're interested in joining our private listeners group, you can go to facebook.com/groups/Lola'sFrugalLife. We talk about some of the topics that come up on the episodes, and it's a small group right now, but it's definitely been gradually growing. It's just going to take some time, so I'd really appreciate it if you'd like to join. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, and I would really appreciate if you'd like to leave a review. It's supposed to be really helpful to help my show reach more people. So any of those things would be awesome. So again, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a really awesome day.